Alright, hello, welcome to a new episode of TimeGuessr Daily Mode. Today we're the 3rd of April 2025. I believe this is day 25, episode 25 in a row. It's crazy that we come this far. Let's take a look what the daily challenge has in store for us. Okay, whoa, interesting. I honestly am not sure what's going on here. News 12 sounds like some kind of American thing. And let's see if we can find anything interesting. These are pickles, I guess. Trader Joe? Yeah, this has to be America, right? Can we read anything? Any clue? Power button? Press? 2025, so I'm not sure if this guy, his necklace, I don't know what you call this, press card, necklace, signage, I'm not sure how you call it, is an indication. We are in 2025. This woman has a smartphone in her hand, so it should be quite modern. I'm really not sure what's going on here though. Some kind of knife cooking. Lots of graffiti in the background. Yeah, I'm not sure where we are though, if we are in America. I'm getting an inkling, and this is based on more or less nothing, that we are in the suburbs of Atlanta, Georgia. This is a complete random guess though. I watched a documentary about this area at some point recently. Uh, yeah, I don't know where. Let's take a look. Ugh, quite far off. We were in New York, I guess. Ani Rauwerda, the owner of the Depths of Wikipedia social media accounts, which posts interesting highlights from Wikipedia. That's actually cool. Being interviewed by News 12 about her perpetual stew, which lasted 60 days. That's also quite fun. This woman is doing multiple interesting things at the same time. So she's running some kind of is it a Twitter page? Social media. I'm not sure what exactly it entails, but I think that's a cool thing to do. Like put out some kind of interesting facts and stories and knowledge. Um, and the perpetual stew thing, I'm not sure exactly what the deal with that is, but that's quite funny. And I guess we're in New York, Brooklyn, New York. And 2 years off, I swore I saw 2025 on the guy his thingy. Oh well, 7.7. It's acceptable start. Let's continue. Ooh, this is Scottish Widow Fund and Life Assurance Society. Northern Ireland carriers? Wait, but this refers to both Scotland and Northern Ireland. But the carrier thing might be some kind of postal service type thing. Watches and clocks. Trying to see if there's any kind. I think we're in a big, yeah, some kind of big city. So yeah, I think it's either Glasgow or Belfast, but I actually rather think we're in Scotland. So yeah, Scotland. I, to be honest, only really know two places, being Glasgow and Edinburgh. Edinburgh. I'm not sure how you even pronounce it. So since I think there's a very minuscule small chance we're in Belfast, it's probably safest to take Glasgow because it's geographically a little bit closer. And the year, oh man, looks like a Scooby-Doo van or whatever. Um, Actually, I'm really not quite sure when we are in time. Is there a way we can figure that out? There's like 80, 83, 84, 85, but I don't think this is referring to years. It's probably like the bus line that stop here. Um, what year could we be? Yeah, these cars might have been a good indication, but I really don't know enough about cars. I'd say early 70s probably. Yeah, something in the early 70s, I'd guess. I'm not sure. Oh, This was such a lucky guess, and it was it was Belfast, I guess. Yeah, a street scene in Belfast during the early 70s. Oh man, I should have sticked with the carrier thing, then I would have gotten Belfast, but the Scottish Widows thing threw me off, I guess. But still quite a good round, 9.3k. It's interesting, this is only 175 kilometers. I wonder what the distance here between the water is. It's probably not that much at all. Yeah, let's continue. Oh man, what's going on here? Wait, is there a chance we departures? I'm trying to figure out if we can see which airport we're in. So, if this is the date, I don't know if this is the European or American format. So we're either the 2nd of October 2008 or we're the 10th of February 2008. But that should still put us in 2008. Unless there's like a other format where they put the year in one of the other two. I think it exists, but then you type out the full year as the first number. Where are we though? I mean, judging by the spelling, it has to be Middle East, right? Not sure where though. All the flights also kinda go to Middle East type stuff. Yeah, it's either UAE or it's like, wait, maybe the airways we see here is an indication, and there's a lot of Qatar Airlines, so I guess we're in Doha. Uh, Doha, Qatar. Is it Doha? Yeah, it is Doha. This is the best guess I can come up with, to be honest. There's a chance we're either in the UAE, like Dubai or Abu Dhabi, or maybe in like um, Saudi Arabia, Jeddah, or whatever. But yeah, let's take a look. Oh, really good round. So the year was correct. These screens gave me a lot of info. I don't think I would have guessed Qatar if it wasn't like the most common airline um, on the screen here. This is a really good round. Honestly, this is probably kind of stupid, but the reason that I know a little bit about these areas is because of like sporting stuff, like F1 and stuff, which is probably the goal of these countries to like promote their country through sports. And I guess it's working because it's uh, one of the reasons that I'm exposed to them quite a lot. I also think the Football World Cup was in Qatar at some point not long ago. I think it was the one that Argentina won, like 2020, 2022. I'm not sure exactly when. It feels quite recent. Anyway, it's a good round again. See round 4. So far we have a quite good score, but this looks a little bit different. Aku Bantai Anji Bayan. I mean, we're in Asia, right? But they're like holding hands and protesting around this truck or something. The issue is that these actually quite an English language, or like they at least don't use like a special type of spelling. Like I believe countries like Thailand, they do use a special type of spelling. Wait, does this guy have a Belgium shirt on? That's hard to say. That would be crazy though. Maybe their shirts indicate something, but to be honest, I wouldn't be really sure what it would be. That would be insane though if they're wearing Belgian shirts. But I would have no clue what the connection to Belgium would be. Like Belgium, in my mind, doesn't really have much to do with Asia. Um, Trying to figure out what we can do. So the fact that I see English language in my mind, I associate English language with like Singapore. I'm not sure what the historical context of it is. I think maybe it was a British colony or something. So let's say this is happening in Singapore. Maybe I have no clue. It can be like Indonesia also maybe, or like yeah, one of the areas, Malaysia maybe. I do think if we take Singapore, we'll be relatively close to where we are, hopefully. The year, I don't know, it's a colored pic. This guy has the same shirt on again, like, I really have no clue what's going on though. And the year could we be? This vehicle looks actually kinda modern. Pah, late 70s maybe, or early 80s even. Let's go with like 79. Yeah, let's take a look. Oh, the location is completely off. Where are we? Philippines. And it was even more modern. NAMFREL, National Citizens Movement for Free Elections, volunteers linking arms to protect a lorry full of ballots during the 86 Philippines presidential election. Okay, that's interesting. I thought this was like food or something. But they're actually like protecting the voting thing. Not sure if they wearing Belgium shirts or if this is like the logo of the NAMFREL thing. I'm not sure, but yeah. I mean, medium round, I guess. Could have been better. To be honest, I was not sure what's going on here. Okay, let's continue. One more? Yeah, last one. Oh man, what's going on here? Player one keyboard. So is this America? There's a Norway flag here. The Norway thing can be I cannot really read this. The Norway thing can be like bait or whatever. Shake. Man, it's hard to read this stuff. If the stuff on the wall was a little bit easier to read, I'm very conflicted if I should take the Norway thing as a real indication or not. Um, hmm. Like Marlboro is American cigarettes, right? Then again, this is a child with alcohol stuff here. And I feel like in Europe, back in the day, people don't care like smoking or alcohol. Doesn't matter how old you are. So maybe it makes sense that we are in like Norway-ish. This is also alcohol stuff. I'm really not sure. Let's first go with the date. This has to be either really late 80s or early 90s, right? Like when I was a child, I had a own PC at like super young age, and it was already more modern than this, and that was like the early 90s. Then again, the development speed and people getting hardware of PCs was slower back in the day, because it was like not as common. So this can still be early 90s, I guess. I'll go with 90 to be honest, but where are we is the big question. I mean, there's quite a lack of like European people use English language anyway quite often, so I think the Norway flag has to be the big clue here. Ah, I thought this nitro thing or whatever it is had like a outline of America maybe. There's snowboarding. Norway has some hill type stuff and it's quite Nordic, so I assume they have a lot of snow. Maybe snowboarding makes sense. I want to go Norway, but I'm scared I'm gonna get like it's gonna be like USA or whatever. Like in America, I associate snowboarding with like Colorado or whatever. Fuck it, let's go with the EU. Let's go with somewhere around Bergen. Okay, it was in Scandinavia. A young Norwegian boy playing on a Tandy 1000 TX PC during the early 90s. It was in Bergen, I guess, or Oslo, sorry. I took Bergen, yeah. Okay, so the year was a bit off. 93, yeah, probably makes sense. Like my first memories of PC kind of start in like 93 to 95 era. So, like I said, this could be a couple years old hardware by the time they got it. So, yeah, probably makes sense. 8.8k, quite a good round. Let's see the total score, 40.9. Yeah, it's not bad. I think the Philippine round and the American round, I lost some score. Yeah, mainly the Philippine round. This had potential to be a really good day. Nonetheless, I'm still quite happy with this score, to be honest. And I really like the woman thing here, the first one, like posting interesting wiki facts and somehow having a stew going for however long the amount of days were. That's really fun. Yeah, it was a good day. I enjoyed this round. It was quite good. I believe day 25. So yeah, let's keep this going. Have a good Thursday. See you soon.